Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, thank you, Frank. My name is Atiosa. I am the General Manager of Salt Reload General Services, resides in Alberta, Canada.
Thank you so much for coming to speak to the Lunch Club. What is the good news that you have for the viewers today?
Yeah, the good news that we have today for you is the new program that IRCC have launched. It is the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program, and also the Caregiver Immigration Pilot Program, that people can come into Canada with permanent residence. First, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program was announced on March 6, 2024. It consists of 11 communities. You and your family can move to Canada under the Permanent Residence Pilot Program. You are not tied to an employer. Once you move into Canada, you can work for anybody. You do not need to have bachelor's degree or master's degree. SSCE as the lowest education, the lowest certificate of education that you have, guarantees you a job of a salesperson or a caregiver. And an English test is a benchmark of 4. And for the caregiver program as well, Canada is in need of caregivers. Therefore, caregivers can come into Canada under permanent resident status at the point of entry. Once you have a job as a caregiver, you and your family can move to Canada immediately once you have a job as a caregiver. And the speaking English benchmark is 4 for that category, and a 1-year work experience is all that you need. And you are not tied to any employer. You can work for anybody.
That's good news. So what we're saying is that people can move to Canada with a minimal secondary school qualification, and after 3 years of living and working in Canada, they will be able to get permanent resident, and also the supporting spouse will have an open work permit which allow them to work in any sector of the Canadian economy. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. The program, and the good news people can benefit from this, is that once you have a job and you apply for a work permit while you're outside of your country, Canada will issue you a permanent residence as soon as you step into Canada on the point of entry.
Wow.
The spouse will not be tied to any employer. You get your permanent residence at the point of entry. Same thing for the Rural Community Immigration Program. As soon as you apply for the work permit to immigration, they will issue you your permanent resident status as you land into Canada.
Can you bring your family? Can you bring your children?
You can come with your family. You can come with your children.
And would the children be able to access health and education in Canada free of charge?
Absolutely. From the point of entry, as you have been admitted into Canada, you can start going to look for schools for your children, register to get your health benefits, and get your SIN number immediately.
And with a minimum of secondary school qualification, is that correct?
Minimum of secondary school qualification, your SSCE.
That's fantastic. You've heard it right. If you're seeing value for this content, kindly leave your comment in the comment section. Share this video with anyone that you know would benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Is there any other program that people can also use to go to Canada beside the ones that you've already mentioned?
Yes, of course. These are for French-speaking communities. If you are in the French region in Africa, here is the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot Program that will roll out soon as well. IRCC have not announced the communities that have been approved yet, so it is opened, and they're going to be open to only 15 communities.
Okay, so the 2 that are already open now, what are the main things that people need to do in order for them to access this program?
Now, for you to access this program, as I speak, I need you to go into canada.ca and search for the Rural Community Immigration Pilot. there are 11 communities in Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. Go into indeed.ca and search for jobs in those communities, which are North Bay, Sudbury, Timmins, Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay, Brandon, Moose Jaw, Claresholm, Vernon, and West Kootenay, British Columbia. Search for any job in those places and apply.
Fantastic. That is really, really good. So tell us more about your background. Where are you from originally?
Yeah, I'm originally from Nigeria, and I came into Canada via student status. And from student status, I got a work permit. From the work permit, I went into having my permanent residence. And becoming a permanent resident, I became a citizen of Canada. And I and other board members, we own a company called Soft Reload General Services. We help new immigrants navigate through the immigration system here in Canada. And we also help students gain admission into tertiary education to do their master's, high school, and actually bachelor's as well.
If you've seen value for this content, please kindly share this video with anyone that you know will benefit. Leave your comment in the comment section and subscribe to this channel, because we're always bringing you qualitative information. You're hearing directly from all the way from Alberta. Chiosa is giving us the good news today. So for those that want to, how can your company help people navigate Canada's immigration system, which some people have described as challenging to navigate?
Yeah, so you can go into our website on www.softreload.com, or you can contact us via WhatsApp on 780-222-1111 or 780-289-1111. Chat us up on WhatsApp or drop a message on our website. I'll be willing to help you navigate through the immigration system in getting into Canada as well. And we provide other services such as airport pickup, relocation services, and accommodation services, and also community support for those that are new in Canada. We take the stress and burden off of you in making the journey smooth from wherever you are into Canada.
Where you live in Canada, Alberta is one of the provinces in Canada that is crying out for skilled workers. So you want to share more light, anybody that wants to migrate to Alberta in particular, what is your advice for them?
Yes, that is a very great question, Frank. Alberta in Canada is the only province with the lowest taxation. And also Alberta have the highest amount of housing inventory. If whatever you hear in the news, don't take that. Alberta is a province that have houses where you can rent houses and buy houses. So I encourage everyone to actually look for jobs in Alberta, and it will benefit you as well.
Is Alberta taking part in the community program?
Yes, Alberta is participating in the community program. When you search for job on Indeed, on the location area, search Claresholm as the city, as the destination of where you need to get a job. Claresholm, Alberta. Claresholm, Alberta. Look for a job in that city, and then that's the community that have actually been approved by RCC.
So you heard directly from our man in Canada. Is it Claresholm or Claresholm?
Claresholm. Claresholm.
Claresholm.
Claresholm.
Claresholm in Alberta is one of the communities that is taking part in the community program. He's just advised that you should look out for a job, and he's also giving you more reasons and incentive to relocate to Alberta. So for those that wish to contact you, I'm going to leave your contact in the description section, and I will also leave a link to your company's website in the description section. For those that keep asking me where is the description section, that is where the title of this video is. That is where all the information will be left. So Etiosa, back to what we were saying. You were telling me before that now is the easiest time to actually move to Canada. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Is there a reason why you think now is the easiest, considering what people have been hearing in the news?
Yes, I want them to just ignore what they've been hearing in the news. This is the best and easiest time to move into Canada. As the news are coming out, start participating in those pilot programs, because there's a reason why it's a pilot program. It's a test. They want to see how it works. So be part of the test as the program has launched.
Apart from Indeed, which you already mentioned, is there any other site that people can use to get job?
Yes, you can go to jobbank.ca, which is a government official job website.
Okay, and you also told me, you said your organization, you also help students who wants to come to school in Canada. Is that just for masters? Can you share more light into that, please?
Yes, we are partners with universities, colleges, and high school here in Canada. We recruit students all over the world into all of these tertiary institutions here in Canada. We help them get admissions smoothly with no hassle. If you do it on your own, you might have difficulties gaining those admissions, but because we are a trusted partner with these schools, it is a smooth process, and every kind of requirements are waived off.
Okay, so that's, you say high school, undergraduate, and masters?
Correct.
Okay, so is that in any particular region in Canada or anywhere in Canada?
Anywhere in Canada, from Ontario to Alberta to Saskatchewan to British Columbia, and to name a few. And with the new policy that the federal government, which is IRCC, have announced in limiting students in coming into Canada, Alberta does not fall under those provinces that the government have highlighted.
You heard it first. Alberta, you heard it first on this channel. Alberta is welcoming people. Alberta is open to students. If you are considering going to Canada to study, Alberta must be on your list. As the gentleman just said, Alberta is one of the places that they have more houses than human beings. So make sure you consider that. So, Etiosa, is there anything that people need to be aware of? Anything people need to do that will make it easier for them to come to Canada?
Yeah, first off, I would encourage and advise people to do an English test. Do your SSC or your bachelor's assessments down. Have those two things done already. Because any program that is being launched, those two items is always the number one requirements. Your SSC or your bachelor's or highest level of education, getting it assessed, and an English test. Have that done and have it at the back of your pocket.
Okay. And you said for the rural community program, the English requirement is only level 4 in IELTS. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So anybody can get level 4 in IELTS. It's very, very, as long as you only understand broken English, you can get level 4 in IELTS. If you're seeing value for this content, please, you know anyone that wants to go to Canada, this one, it only requires secondary school qualification. This one, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take it. Anything else you would like to share for the audience before we end up this important conversation?
Yeah, I'll say the audience can also do their research as well and contact Soft Reload General Services to help them navigate the system more better.
Okay. So if you contact Soft Load General Services, mention Launch Club. Use the Launch Club code. When you do that, that tells Soft Load General that you came directly from the Launch Club, and it means that your service is likely to be prioritized, and you will get special service because we have partnership with Soft Load General. We want to make sure that the service is seamless and you have the best experience. Don't forget to share this video with anyone that you know is dreaming to go to Canada, because this is the easiest time for you to move to Canada with your family. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, leave your comment in the comment section, and all the information to contact Etiosa and the company will be in the description section. If you can't find it, contact me. I will send them to you. Thank you so much, Etiosa, for coming to speak to the Launch Club. It's been a pleasure having you. So we'll speak to you soon, and I'm sure we'll invite you in the future.
Thank you, Francis. At any time.